Hello, beautiful souls, and this is Sunana. I'm back once again into my spiritual world with you guys, and I'm doing a update for the divine masculine in this period of time till the end of the month of January 2019. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. But at the same time, whatever cards I have here on this table is what I got. So I have the higher self, I have the mind space, the heart space, and then the 3D energy here. So I'll go with you guys one by one just to make sure that the message is clear, understandable, and you will be able to get the clarity of the entire situation. But I do see quite a lot of improvement as far as the divine masculine's energies are concerned at this point in time. And I'm hoping and praying that by the end of the month and the beginning of February, you guys will be able to see even more transformations that will be happening in the area of the divine masculine's life. Okay. Now I will be using my mini tarot deck for my clarifications. I have shuffled on these deck and I'm going to take them as and when we need one of the clarifications or a couple of clarifications as well. Okay. Now, having said that, in the higher self, the divine masculine is looking towards the Four of Wands energy. The stability, the foundation, the security, the comfort of a family situation, the love that he wants with his divine feminine at this point in time, going forward too. He's looking at his achievements, at both the achievement of his divine partner as well, and he's also looking towards building and rebuilding the foundation of their success together in the higher self. Security, definitely, for sure. Comfort, home, everything. The rainbow in the sky that you see in the card in here. And that he's doing because he's definitely wanting that in the higher self. And for which divine feminines, he is definitely going through his choices in life. What he wants to keep, where he should move, what will be his decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions. The Three of Wands energy, okay? In his higher self, definitely he's doing that. He's going through all the three things at the same time. He's thinking about his movement, the movement that he wants to make in the going days, in the going forward days, the choices that he will have to make to what he wants to keep, what he wants to leave behind, and the decisions, which is right for him, what is wrong for him, what are the decisions that will yield him and his divine feminine the good result that he is looking forward in his higher self, because now he is wanting and he has been wanting that stability, but now his higher self is actually yearning for the stability and comfort, the security, the foundation of his success in his life with his divine partner. And this is the higher self of the divine masculine, guys. It's a wonderful energy to start the reading with, and that's why I said I do see a lot of good improvement. And when something improves, there is nothing more to say on this, you know. You climb the ladder, you definitely have made mistakes, but when you correct the mistakes and you climb the ladder towards your success, that is what is actually important and what really matters. Okay, guys? Now, divine feminine, okay, be happy. In the mind space, he's left going back and forth, taking stock of his harvest, the harvest that has been lost for him now. Okay, he was doing a lot of postmortem on his harvest before, trying to see what he has done wrong, where things have gone wrong, what he could have done to go back and correct those situations. But now, in this period of time, his mind is not taking a stock of his lost harvest. Okay, he's leaving that harvest behind. He doesn't want to look back. What is lost for him is lost for him. He doesn't, because he has no wish to revive that lost harvest anymore, guys. He doesn't wish to go back and rectify situations. He doesn't want to go back and correct any situations. He doesn't want to go back and try to bloom the harvest anymore that he had been trying to do for a long time in his mind space, But now that wish has died down. He doesn't even want to go back. He doesn't even want to see what he has lost. He has stopped doing the postmortem on that harvest that is no longer with him anymore in his mind space. At the same time, in his mind space, he's leaving the conflict of every situation in his life behind. Because he is not taking the stock of his lost harvest, he is being able to cut away the conflict in his mind space because that conflict is not giving him any happiness. It's in fact pulling him down, and he has realized that. And therefore, in his mind space, he's leaving that conflict situation behind, and at the same time, he's killing his Ten of Sword energy that was troubling him because of the conflict in the earlier times. Okay, look at the way he's working towards his own achievement now. Beautiful, okay? I mean, this is absolutely wonderful to start the reading with, Divine Feminines. I'm so happy for you guys at this point in time. And if you see the card in the middle in the higher space, in the mind space, I've got 5 cards, and the card that came up in between the two on either side is death. Okay, so he's putting an end to all those situations, like I said. No wish to go back on the lost harvest. He's killing that energy. He's killing the energy of the Ten of Sword that was pricking him because of the conflict. In his mind space, he's killing that conflict area, the Ten of Sword. He has no wish to go back and do anything more than what he has been doing for so long. He's putting a death and end to those situations in the higher self because he definitely wants magic to transform his world now. Okay, he's calling for the magician to come and help him revive the situation for his next phase in his journey, where he can progress with his divine feminine towards the better part of his life, towards a new harvest that will definitely reap and give him the new harvest in definitely a better way and a more prosperous ways, guys. Okay, so that's the middle card, and middle cards with a major arcana definitely makes a big impact in this reading, guys. Okay, and after this situation, what he is thinking and doing is again what he's doing in the higher self: movement, choices, and decisions, guys. Okay, he's trying to move away from these conflict areas of his life in the mind space towards the better prosperity, abundance, fulfillment, joy, happiness. Is waiting for his ship to come into the harbor for him to take the next step forward, because now he knows what he wants and what he doesn't want. And what he is going forward is for his wish card, his Nine of Cups energy, where there is complete happiness with his divine feminine, the person he loves, the person he wants in his life now. And he is absolutely focused and getting more focused as days are going by towards achieving that result in his life by moving into a new direction as a fool. He doesn't care anymore. Okay, he doesn't care what is going to happen to either one of the old situations, what is going to happen to this person, that person. If he leaves if he's calling for a death in his mind space, he doesn't care. He has taken the freedom pill. He wants to enjoy the freedom of his success, of his love with his divine feminine. And that is the decision, the choices, and the movement that is happening in his mind space at this point in time to go forward. And he's relying on justice to give him the right guidance at this point in time, guys. That's because he knows he hasn't done anything wrong. Okay? So he knows what he has sowed, or even if he has done anything wrong, he knows that he's paying back. It's his paying back time, but now it's coming to an end slowly. And therefore, what he has sowed is what he's going to reap in the coming days. And therefore, he is being able to take justice into confidence in himself, the clarity, the truth, the complete fulfillment of his own wish, where he believes that justice is going to help him to find the right direction towards his love, towards his divine feminine, towards his prosperity, his abundance, and his happiness, guys. Beautiful. His mind space is beautiful. In his heart space, of course, the cup is empty right now. Okay, he doesn't have the cup full because of so many things. His killing at the same time, his putting an end to many situations, So the cup is kind of empty at this point in time in his heart space because of the lack of whatever situations that has borne him bad and negative results for so long. So his cup in the heart space is definitely empty at this point in time. But look here, he's going to fill this cup very soon. Okay, he's definitely going to make all attempts to fill this cup as quickly as he can because he doesn't want this cup to remain empty of his joy, of his love, fulfillment, happiness, abundance, prosperity, manifestation of every goodness that the universe has to offer him in the heart space in this period of time. He's going to make every effort to bring that cup back into its own shape with his wisdom, with his strength, with his courage, and with his determination, guys, in the heart space. Damn good. And that's because he's now he's now walking away from the eight dented cups, guys. He's being he's leaving, he's completely washing it away. Okay, he's walking away to find his ninth cup, the cup that is going to yield him the right result, the happiness in his life. So now that is the reason why he's being able to do this, is because he's being able to now leave this bad energy behind, the cups that's no longer serving him or has served him in the past, and is walking away from that, killing that energy of of the eight dented cups to find the ninth cup in his heart space, to bring back the victory and joy in his life that he so badly wants now with his divine feminine. Okay, he wants celebration, he wants the joy, he wants the love, he wants the victory now in his heart space. And that is the reason he's leaving everything else behind to move forward, to bring back his Ten of Cups energy that is not there with him at this point in time. Okay, so he's doing the right things, guys. He's doing the right things. Divine feminine, you have no cause to worry anymore. He's doing the right thing to bring back the Ten of Cups energy because that's what he wants. But he is doing that with his belief, with his understanding, with his wisdom, with his spiritual wisdom, everything that he has nurtured in himself for a very long time. Okay, the balance that he's creating between traditions, his belief, his ideas, his strength. Okay, that he is doing in the rightful way, because that's what he is all about. He is divine, guys. I've told this before. You cannot expect any injustice from this person, the divine masculine. So, but at the same time, he is doing that in the most rightful way to bring back the harmony, the lost harmony with his divine feminine that he so badly wants, because now he is again setting himself free from all these encumbrances that had kept him trapped in the mind space, in the heart space, in the physical world as well. Okay, in his heart space, he's letting himself free, and that's a major achievement for the divine masculine, guys. I mean, I'm so enthralled, I'm so thrilled, I'm so happy to see this energy come up in here at this point in time in the heart space, because his heart was definitely very, very tight before. So he's setting that free. He's leaving the past behind. He's leaving things behind to no longer hold on to things that has not served him in his life before. Okay, look at this. He had been holding on to the grief, he had been holding on to the hope that things will, manifest itself, that things will rectify by itself, that he will be able to bring back his own wisdom in the rightful way by going back and forth into taking stock of his situation to correct situations. But now he's not even doing that. He's setting his heart free by no longer holding on to the grievances, no longer holding on to the Three of Sword energy or to any other kind of Sodi energy that he previously had in his heart space before, that was kind of giving him so much of trouble and blocking away his good energies in the heart space as well. And that he's being able to do because he's being able to rest and meditate upon himself now. He knows now, okay? He's taking his time, guys. Don't rush him. Don't move him. Don't force him to move any more than what he's doing at this point. Give him the time. Give him that space, divine feminines, because he's doing that work by himself. The internal work that he is working upon is the biggest achievement, because if you do not solve your internal problems, you cannot solve the external problems. So he is doing the internal problem solving first, okay? He knows now. He's understanding himself. He's getting a hold of every situation in his life, what he wants, what he doesn't want, where he has to learn to let go, what he has to learn to let go, what he has to forgive, what he has to forget. Okay, so that's the internal work that he's doing in his heart space, keeping the devil energy of control and domination away. Okay, he's not dominating, he's not controlling any situation in his heart space. He's letting that go, he's letting that flow away with the tide that has come to wash away all the bad energies in his life at this point in time in the heart space. And he's doing all that because he now wants to reach the Nine of Pentacles, his divine feminine, the person that he loves, the person that he actually cares for, the person he sees her as a divine person with all kinds of balances in place, with all kinds of harmony in place, with all kinds of wisdom in place, with all kinds of abundances, material prosperity, financial abundance, everything that the person is holding at this point in time is where he wants to reach in his heart space, the divine feminine, by leaving away everything else, by forgetting the grief, by ignoring and finishing off the Three of Cups that is spilled over, the three cups that has spilled in front of him. And now he's going to turn back to pick up the two cups to reach the place of his fulfillment and happiness. Beautiful. In his heart space, he is really, in his mind space, he is really, and in his higher self is really working hard, guys. I'm so happy to see this for all the divine feminines as well as for the divine masculine, because that's what I said. Any progress that happens makes me so happy to see this result. Now, in the 3D energy, he's keeping his fingers crossed and wishing for the best in his life and in the life of his divine feminine. He does want everything right now. Okay, so he's wishing to bring back all fulfillment. He's wishing to give her everything that he hasn't been able to give her for so long. Okay, offer her everything that he can, that he has at this point in time in the physical world by making the right choices, movement, and decisions in his life, guys. Okay, so now he can free himself from all these past encumbrances to offer what he has to offer in the physical world to his divine feminine, guys. Beautiful energy, absolutely marvelous. And he's doing that because now he's proceeding forward. He's got into the King of Cups energy, guys. He wants to offer his love. He wants to offer his beautiful cup of love to his divine feminine in the physical world, and that's why he has to make his movement, choices, and decisions in the rightful way that will allow him to move forward by leaving behind, by forgetting, by not participating in the conflict situation, even though it is there in his life, at some point in time. So he's going to override this conflict situation, okay? He's going to override this conflict situation. He will not pay any attention to that. He will not heed those kind of bad energy vibes that's coming to him from the 3D, and he will override this to offer his cup of love to his divine feminine, because that's where justice lies for him, in the real world. So that's what he's doing in the physical world, as well as, again, the middle of the card in his mind space and in his 3D. He's calling for death of many situations. He's calling for death of these type of situations. He doesn't want to participate. He doesn't want to be a part of that drama in his life that has taken away and drained away a lot of his energy in the past. He doesn't. He is putting an end to those situations. He's killing that. He's finishing it off because he himself is moving away, transforming himself, and right now, before calling for the death, he is definitely going to just take one look back to see that stalk of his harvest and see where he can go forward, which is the garden that he wants to water now, where he wants to plant his seed now. Okay, what he does, what he wants with his life now. Okay, where he is going to put his best foot forward now, where he wants to sow his next harvest now. Okay, is definitely going to take a stock of although that kind of a situation, because he's calling for death of the old stock and the old harvest. He's now going to reap the new harvest for himself, and that's why he's calling for death of the old harvest, guys. Okay, he's moving forward to reap a new harvest in his life, something that he wanted to do probably for a long time, but a lot of other things were coming in the middle that was stopping him from going and moving forward. And that's why he's also killing the Three of Sword energy in his physical world now. That's another thing that he's doing, just like in his mind and in his heart space. In the 3D, he's not participating in any kind of grief, in any kind of sorrow, in any kind of situation that is not giving him happiness, because he's moving now towards, like in the higher self, he's moving towards the stability, the security, the beautiful foundation of his success story that he wants to create for himself in the physical world as well, with his divine feminine. Beautiful. I mean, I just don't know. And that is the reason he has stopped being a martyr for all the other things that he was doing before. He has left that place of being a martyr. He has left that place of killing himself for people who actually did not care for him before. Okay, and he's now carrying the burden, he's now carrying that load, because he wants to fulfill the wish in the 3D by working hard towards his own achievement that is going to manifest the right result with his love and with his divine feminine. And that is the reason he has stopped being a martyr and is making his choices, movement, and decisions in the right direction right now. Okay, that's going to give him the right result. That's going to bring him the right fruit of his success. That's going to manifest the right things for him. For him, sorry. And that he's doing in the physical, because now he's getting prepared to move forward with his cup of love, the offering. So he's clearing things in his life that is not going to stop him or halt his progress and movement forward in his love offering with his divine feminine, But right now, he's not going to build something right away. I mean, but he's definitely in the process of offering the love or thinking about going in the right direction to offer the love to begin that new process in himself. But right now, he's not going to make hasty decisions, because he's slowly doing things in his own way that is going to clear the road for him. So, this energy is a little slow moving energy for sure, but at the same time, the process has started for you guys, the divine feminine. Okay, and moving forward into the next few months, you will see this beautiful energy in a different way at the same time. So, this process has already been initiated in the 3D, and this is the process that he is moving towards very slowly by depending on the magic from the universe to clear his road towards his own freedom, so that he can enjoy the happiness with his divine feminine and be in a position to surprise her with his love that he definitely wants to do in the physical world as well, because now he knows that what he's leaving behind is not going to kill him or is not going to kill those who he is leaving behind, because they have enough to fend for themselves, really. Okay, he's leaving them with enough material abundance in his life to move forward. Even if it's a karmic situation, he's leaving the karmic with a lot of things that she or he will have. She will have. So therefore, he doesn't have to worry about that, how they're going to fend for themselves, what they're going to do going forward, and if he's not in their life, they're going to suffer. That was the kind of mentality that he had been sitting in for a very long time. But now he knows that even when he leaves them, these people are not going to suffer. They will be able to fend for themselves, because he's leaving them with a lot, and he's going to watch them from a distance. That's what he's going to do. But he's not going to be participating in any gossip, in any information, in any collection of anything that is not going to serve his purpose anymore. He's cutting those energies away. He's not even worried about gathering news. He's not even worried about gathering information, because he knows that these guys have enough to fend for themselves, and he is now looking at them from a distance. He can see them from a third eye chakra to see that what he has done for them has been okay. Now he is ready to move forward in the right direction for himself by moving away from gossip, scandals, any kind of information that is not going to help him anymore. He's taking his time, he's watching his movement, he's moving himself in the right direction, guys. I mean, that's a wonderful good news for the divine feminine as well as for the divine masculine. It's beautiful. It's this. I did not expect to get this beautiful cards in here today, but it has come to me, and that is the reason. I had to do this reading, because it's absolutely marvelous to see this kind of progress right in the middle of the month, and we still have a couple of days before the end of the month, and now the energies are only going to be moving forward, because these were the main hurdles in the divine masculine's life, okay, that was stopping him and stopping your love with the divine feminine. So he is now getting ready, slowly but surely, to take his time to do the right things in the right direction. He's doing a lot of work, guys. He's definitely working very hard. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't push him, don't pressurize him, don't force him to take any decisions at this point in time, because he is definitely going to make himself available at the right time by clearing his road in the right directions, because he definitely had been sitting in the middle of a lot of things. Okay, so it's taking him a little bit longer to clear those areas that was trapping him or keeping him trapped for so long, but now he's being able to walk into the right direction at the right time, guys. Okay, I'm just going to ask for a goddess guidance in here to see what my goddess has to tell you guys at this point in time. The divine masculine and the divine feminine. I love you guys. Wonderful, wonderful. This has been a long journey and a very tedious one for the divine feminine as well as for the divine masculine. Here you go. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. He's moving towards his unconditional love that he has realized that his divine feminine is holding in her heart, in her mind, in her 3D world for this person, for him. Okay, and that's what he is moving into. Now, I've used 3 decks in here, guys. Okay, the first deck is my old Raider Tarot. Let's see what the outcome is. There you go. In his mind space, he's moving towards the building of his foundation of success. Okay, he's moving towards the building of his foundation of success, but he's doing that in the most justful way, by leaving everything else, by not participating in any gossip, in any situation that is no longer serving him, even in his mind space, to rush forward towards like the Knight of Sword. Okay, and at the same time, he is waiting. Okay, he's waiting. He's resisting the idea to change right away at this point in time, because he's doing a lot of internal work. So he's taking his time to move in the right direction, to build the 3 of Pentacles, the commitment of love, the marriage, the security, the teamwork that he wants to do in his mind space. And in his heart space, guys, let's see the heart space, bottom of the deck. He's definitely wanting to bring the sun back in his life in the heart space. At the same time, he definitely wants to give birth to this relationship with his divine feminine. And that is the reason he is no longer going to keep any secrets from her at this point in time. From his heart space, he will definitely open up and talk to his divine feminine in the coming days. Okay, and he will also try to be he will also try to understand his intuitive self going forward, by leaving by leaving what he had been tied to in the wrongful way for so long, the domination, the control, by moving towards this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Okay, but all this is coming up. Okay, and that's when he will be calling for magic at the same time, leaving behind everything that did not serve him, by calling for his strength at the same time in his heart space. And all this will be happening as we move forward in the next few months or the next few days, that we get to see the next update as well. But these are the energies that is simultaneously happening in his heart space moving forward. In the 3D energy, he's rushing forward like the knight, again, Knight of Sword. He's wanting to move forward. He's definitely making preparations to move forward towards his love, so that, again, vice versa, I take both sides of the tarot card. Again, that's because he's getting prepared to offer his cup of love to his divine feminine, to bring back the joy, the happiness in his life, the victory and celebration, okay, for which he definitely is looking for strength in his physical world to begin that beautiful process of love of manifestation, of abundance, of everything that he wants to hold close and dear to him in the physical world as well, guys. Okay, so that's what it is for now until the end of the month. But beautiful energy. I've got too many cards on my table, but I had to do it because at this point in time, it is important for us to see what is actually manifesting in the world of the divine masculine. Now, very soon, I'll be doing an update on the twin flame as well, just a general energy check on the twin flame to see what the twin flame journey is talking about. But I'm feeling so happy, so fulfilled after having done this reading. Thank you, my guide, my spirit, my people who are with me in this journey as well, all my divine feminines. I love you guys. Until then, take care, God bless, and see you soon once again.